Hi, so friends, would it be fair to say that some of us derive a fair amount of satisfaction living vicariously through others, especially younger persons, when we're housewives? We like to hear about what the young people are doing these days. Now, what are they doing? What can I tell them to stop doing? I think what you should stop doing is labeling people. I think you should stop calling older people boomers, because it's a hurtful, pejorative term, and Karen is also not a nice term, okay? Neither is the N-word a nice term. I just had to get that off my chest, but I have more to say. So let's just say a quote-unquote boomer confronts some teenagers in a park in sort of an overbearing way and says, "Do you know what happens in abortion? Why don't you vote for Trump? You should vote for Trump. Hey, if you ever want to talk to anybody, this is exactly where I live." It's like, how would you react to that if you were a person who was confused and perhaps not as conservative as you ought to be? Would you be put off? Well, I know that some people were put off by it. As for me, had I been that age, I would have been agreeing with the person and just shaking their hand, because I've always been a very conservative person. Well, I've had a few, lapses over the years of conservatism, social conservatism, but I've always been against abortion. I've always been a Republican. I mean, that will never change. Come on. But, everybody's different. Not everybody, obviously not everybody has the same mindset. And how do you change people's mindsets? This older person was concerned about America going to hell in a handcart, to use an older person's idiom. And I understand that, but are you trying to do God's job for him? I don't know. Because I know what you did really creeped them out. I'm sorry to say that, even though it wouldn't creep me out, but then, I was always a geek magnet. I was always a weirdo magnet, but not a Ted Bundy magnet, thank God. I mean, yeah, I'm not that pretty. This guy, I think he was sincere, but golly gracious, how do you help people? How do you help people? You're kind to them, you're respectful. If they want to know your opinion of things, they will ask you. If you're a perfect stranger, don't just run up to them and start spewing all this stuff, even though you know it's true. I know it's true. It's 9 times out of 10, it is not going to go over very well at all to the audience whom you most earnestly and ardently wish to reach. Please, don't try to do God's job for him, boomers. Goodbye.